What's up, YouTube? On this episode of Coddiwomple Overland, we're going to be exploring the Manganese wash with both of the trailers from Atlas Outdoors.
We don't need a destination, let's go where the river's taking us.
The area around St. George, Utah is just littered with awesome trails. After doing some research on Trails Off-road, we decided to go explore Manganese Wash for the AppalachianX maiden voyage. This trail winds you through everything from red rocks to ponderosa pine forest. We were excited to have Kim and Steve with us from Atlas Outdoors to explore this awesome area. We made it to camp well before dark. Deb and Kim wanted to try a new recipe in the can cooker. We'd all been really busy over the last few weeks, and it was really nice to be able to get out here and just sit back, relax, enjoy our surroundings and each other's company, and enjoy some of this delicious food that they were fixing.
Yeah, and I bet you it was actually done a little quicker. When the potatoes were done, I bet you the meat.
It probably was. What the heck? So what do we do now? Just each get a plate? Yeah. Okay, then I'll just have this.
That's great. Perfect. I bet you we could have left these potatoes whole.
Isn't that great?
Isn't that yummy looking?
Can we use the microwave?
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit. Fresh bun?
Oh, yes. Yummy.
Straight out of Rob's microwave.
Yeah. Sure is.
And they're
Close to 8 by the time y'all started cooking.
Okay.
yeah, I remember it saying like 10 till when I looked and I thought,
So 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
This was an awesome evening. Just to be able to sit around and enjoy each other's company was great. It was also really relaxing to be able to just slow down and take it all in. Sometimes this is just what camp's all about. As relaxing as it was also the perfect place to try out the perimeter lights on the TetonX and the AppalachianX. The next morning, we were up and moving around pretty early. We were going to drop the trailers here, and we were going to head back in towards St. George, where we'll be attending Easter Sunday sunrise service. This service was pretty unique in that it was held at the amphitheater at the Snow Canyon State Park. After that, we headed back north, up by the Gunlock Reservoir, and that's where we found this old dam here, and a lot of other ruins that date back several years. After getting back to camp, packing everything up, it was time to get back on the trail and finish our exploration of the Manganese Wash. Trails Off-road says this is a gateway trail to a lot of other trails in this area, but it was perfect for what we had in mind for the day. By the time early afternoon struck, it was time to start trying to find somewhere to grab us a bite to eat. We hadn't had any breakfast that morning because we'd gotten up so early and hit the road. So what do we have in here, Kim?
Rob dogs.
Rob dogs. Not hot dogs?
Nope.
Rob's microwave, Rob's dogs.
There forever.
We figured out why Rob has enough extra time to travel the country.
Because he microwaves everything instead of cooking it? Well, there you go, Rob. We figured out your secret.
Yep.
After figuring out Revere's secret to his success, it was time for us to get back on the trail to see if we could catch up on some subscribers. At the end of this road, it connects you into Matokwa Road. At the end of this trail, it connects you into Matokwa Road. If you turn right here, it takes you to the Mormon Range. If you turn left, like we did, it takes you back down toward the Paiute Reservation. This is a really cool loop, and you can split it over an evening, camp out during one of the many campsites, and then finish the rest of it the next day. Or you could just take a whole day to explore all of this wonderful area. And with all that we've seen here, I don't feel like we have barely even scratched the surface. There's so many different trails in this area. You could spend days and days just in this region. And I guess by now, you're probably wondering about the little trailer behind the Explorer. That is the Atlas Outdoors AppalachianX. You'll have to hang on to the next episode to see a full walk around of that. Until next time, see you.